What's going on, guys? We're back here today with another installment of the P2000SK series. This time we're talking about GrayGuns flat trigger and Teufelshund tactical. Alright guys, so if you watched my first video on the P2000SK, we did the short reset system from GrayGuns. So that really changes the way that these hammer guns by HK operate, because I'm not a big hammer guy. I like a striker fired gun, but now I've been getting into, especially with the HKs, the hammer guns. I got the Mark 23 and then the USP Tactical, the P2000SK. So I got a few of the hammer guns, and what I wanted to do is make the hammer gun for me feel more like a striker fire pistol. And the way to do that with HK at least is to go with their LEM setup and going with that short reset system. So what I'm going to do is link above the first video for the short reset system on the P2000SK, so you can learn all about why I chose the short reset system and the benefits that it gives you. Today we're going to focus on the flat trigger shoe from GrayGuns, and first let's throw it over to James Williamson of Teufelshund Tactical to talk all about this trigger.
Hey H&K fans, James here with Teufelshund Tactical, doing a quick video for my friend Steve. He has sent me two of his H&K pistols for parts upgrades. Now, as you can see, he's got a USP Compact and a P2000SK, which are perfect options for concealed carrier home defense, and they're also both in H&K's LEM, or law enforcement modification trigger variant, which is an enhanced double action only, and is really a great preference for those who want a hammer fired gun but want the same consistent light and trigger pull for every single shot, kind of like a striker fired pistol. And these pistols from H&K are already super reliable and excellent, but sometimes guys want to further enhance the pistols, and that's what we're going to do here today. He sent me a couple of options from GrayGuns. One is their short reset kit, which is a series of 3 parts that replace the original factory parts in the pistols and give it both a lightened trigger pull, but also a more responsive and shorter reset. And then also for the P2000SK, a flat trigger. So why don't you follow me around the workbench and we'll take a look. Okay, so now I've got the P2000SK disassembled, internal components removed. I went a step further on this one, and I forgot to mention I did this also with the USP Compact. I also removed the original sear spring and replaced it with the nickel-coated one from the match trigger kit on the USP series. This also works with the P2000 series, so I'm going to install that into the P2000. You'll also notice I had to go a step further, remove the trigger itself and the trigger return spring, because we're going to be replacing the standard curved trigger with the new flat trigger from GrayGuns in this kit. And I'll go ahead and do that now. Again, and I'm really happy with the upgrades here. If you've got any of the hammer fired H&K lines from the USP to the P30, the GrayGuns kits are an excellent upgrade. You can obviously tell the profile here on the P2000SK trigger is different, but it is now a lighter trigger pull, and the reset is significantly shorter and more responsive. I think Steve's going to be really happy with these. So I hope you enjoyed getting a chance to take a look at some of the aftermarket options that are available to enhance your H&K pistols. As always, if you're in need of H&K service and support or unique training opportunities, give me a shout. That's what I'm here for. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, James, for that description of what's going on here with the flat trigger from GrayGuns. And let's get to it. Let's take some shots and let's see what it's like. Guys, this is first shots with the flat trigger. And as you can see, the angle that this trigger sits when the trigger is all the way forward is steep. It's a steeper angle. It's not like a normal flat face, straight up and down trigger. But I believe the idea behind that is when you're all the way to the rear, you're braking now at a 90 degrees, as opposed to the curved trigger, which would brake all the way up against the trigger guard itself. So now you get this nice crisp and flat brake at 90, and the reset then, as we saw shooting, and I'll give you some demonstrations here, is, man, coupled with that short reset, it is just amazing. Check this out. This thing is just a pocket rocket, man. This setup right here, P2000SK, short reset system, and the flat trigger by GrayGuns is, the combination of these two things changes the whole experience of this hammer gun. So much so that now I'm gonna have to get this same flat trigger shoe for my USB compact, which I daily carry at this point. I have not yet carried this as a carry piece, but now, man, I gotta put this thing in rotation because this thing is just really, really nice. All right, guys, so I wanna end this quick video off with an important note. If you're into HK items, I trust all of my HK stuff with Teufelshund Tactical and James Williamson. Follow him on Instagram. Send your stuff to him. If you have it, it's top-notch, super professional, very fast turnaround times, and most importantly, I think, besides the fast turnaround times, is attention to detail, professionalism, and also very reasonable rates. So, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of people will charge an arm and a leg, and you don't get that with James. He's a true professional and a true lover of the HK pistols and just HKs in general. So, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed, as I am not disappointed with the work he's done to my pistols so far. So guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget Steve MP5 on the Instagrams. I'll see you next time.